Okay, well, I'm back to work on the Pontiac. I took a few days and did some other things. Went to the Meyer Garden in Grand Rapids, which was pretty interesting. I enjoy gardening and the plants and stuff, so that I did enjoy. And also went to the Gilmore Car Museum about 55 miles south in Hickory Corners, Michigan. And that Gilmore Museum was really interesting. It was hood open week and it was amazing. Highly recommend going there. It's just near Kalamazoo. The Kellogg Bird Sanctuary is just around the corner. That's an interesting place to go. My dad worked there when I was a kid. We lived there when I was a kid, little kid. But anyway, back to the Pontiac. Starting to mask it off. I don't know if I'm going to get paint on it today. I've been working about an hour masking. It's going to take me probably another hour or two to finish masking and mask everything in the garage and cover everything up. I'm going to jack the car up and pop all four wheels off and then mask it. I think it'll be easier to spray this lip edge up under here and the rocker panel on the bottom here. With it jacked up, I won't have to get my door jam gun out and to spray that. So I'm going to put it up on jack stands, get the tires and wheels off, and then maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll take the wheels down and get the tires broke down so I can start cleaning up the rims and paint them. And I've given it some thought. Now everybody give me your opinion. We got a chrome cap, the wheel, and then the wide white wall, a 2 1/4 inch wide white wall. I was thinking of just going with black wheels all the way around so there isn't a big lot of color, dizzying color contrast with a chrome, gold, white, black. I was thinking of going so it'd be chrome, black, white, black. It's still going to obviously have wheel weights and stuff once the wheels are balanced, but I can paint these gold or black. It's no harder to paint them gold than it is black. The black will probably be, you know, acrylic enamel like on the body. So that's one option there, and I'm going to paint the undercarriage. So I got a lot to do on the car yet. After I get this painted, I'm going to have it jacked up. I can go around with the seam sealer and paint the undercarriage. And then once I get the wheels painted and let them dry for a few days, I can get the new tires mounted up on them. I did back the car, and it just makes it a little easier to do the paint from this side. I can put my fan in that window blowing out. So I also got the ball rolling on the upholstery. I got the samples. This is the place where I'm getting the upholstery from. That's the seat fabric, and they're making it in red. That's the vinyls, and then the logos for the seat is $195 a set. That's for all 4 seats. So the price of the fabric is $125 a yard, and I ordered 3 yards. The vinyl is $65 a yard. I ordered 4 yards, and one set of the logos will do the front and rear seat. They said it's about a 6-week turnaround time, so in about 6 weeks I should see the upholstery for the car, and then we can get to work on the seats. So that's just kind of what's going on. I'll put this so you can see where, if anyone else needs upholstery for their 60 Pontiac. I think they actually weave the material there. I think they can reproduce it. So they make the logos, but this is the correct vinyl. That's the correct vinyl. That's the exact pattern, but not in the red. But again, they can make it in the red. So I'll just go down here so you can kind of read this, pause it and read it. They also make door panels if you need a door panel. And I think you could probably get all your upholstery. Now, if you want your seat covers made, you got to take your seats apart and send them the old covers, and they'll make them and send you new covers. But you know, that's a little bit more money, and I know a couple people here that can do the upholstery work, so that's where we're going with that. One other thing I want to point out is that the fabric I ordered is enough to do the front and the back seat. And the reason why I ordered enough to do the front and the back seat, I'll show you. All right, you can see the upholstery. You can see the upholstery. And then you can see it there. Look at the difference in that and that. That you can see it's faded significantly. So we're going to probably redo the back seat too. I really didn't want to, but I think it would look funny with all nice new fabric on the front seat and kind of older, not so pretty fabric on the back seat. So that's why, and you can see the difference just there from, if you look here, this is about where the line is from where when the seat's folded back. So this, and this is old too, so it's even going to probably look better than this. So it's going to stand out like a sore thumb with new fabric there and old fabric there. These are the, so for the set to do the whole car is $195, and those are heated onto the vinyl. So I know the one guy I know that does upholstery can do that, but he does a lot of high-end stuff, big yachts and expensive cars. He doesn't generally do Pontiacs or Chevys or anything like that. He does sports cars, you know, real leather and stuff too. So the other place I deal with is called Shelby Auto Trim. They're on Mound Road, like maybe between 16 and 17, I think, or 17 and 18. They do really remarkable work too, so they're another option to get the upholstery work done. But this is just kind of giving you a clue on what I'm doing over the upholstery, and again getting it masked off so I can get this side painted. And I don't know if that's going to happen today or tomorrow. Today they're predicting near 60, tomorrow near 60, but tomorrow I do have other commitments, so I don't know if I'll be able to tear into it tomorrow or not with the paint. The rest of the week is supposed to be more like a normal March in the 30s, you know, with snow showers and wind and typical March weather. So the difference, you know, I'll just have to not be able to open the whole garage up. You know, I'll have to just keep the heat, crank the heat, get a coat of paint on it, let the garage, you know, the fumes dissipate, and then crank the heat again between coats. I kind of did that with the other side too though, but it was 60 degrees out, so I could open the big overhead door and really ventilate it quick. So if it takes, you know, a little longer before I can crank the furnace up, I guess that's just the way it's going to be. But I want to get this painted so I can start on the undercarriage, get the wheels, and then the seats. It'll be, like I say, 6 weeks before I even get the materials, so that will probably not happen until late April, early May. So we'll see how that goes. One other thing I wanted to make a note of was I found a quart, brand new unopened quart of Quaker Supreme automatic transmission fluid that is type A, suffix A. That's what this car recommends actually in the automatic transmission, but I think I'll just use the Dextron. The Dextron works fine in the Hydromatics. It's mainly the Fords that require type F. It has additives in the fluid, and if you have a Ford that requires type F, you should stick with type F. But over the years they've improved the fluids, and Dextron's fine in the Hydromatic, but I did find a brand new unopened quart, like I say. Alright, well, I got the car masked off and the garage somewhat masked off. I got the heat cranking. 60 degrees out, so I'll be able to open up the garage a little bit to air it out. But basically got the paint stuff ready to start mixing. So I think we're pretty close to being ready to start spraying. going to paint this edge of the fender and the headlight, around the headlight bucket here. Alright, we got some paint on it. Everything looks pretty good. So we got the trunk pan next, the undercarriage, the rims, and the seats. And we should be done with the car. Well, I got to put the electronic ignition. That's still, as you can see, tacky. So I'm going to let it tack up probably a couple more hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours, probably about 9 o'clock. It's a little after 6. I started at about 10:30 this morning masking, and probably about 9 I'll come out here and start demasking on the body. But it came out pretty darn nice.